Hi everyone, and welcome to session 3.5. This is where you are going to organize all of the planning that you've done so far so that it's starting to look like an essay. So you might be wondering, why are we making you plan an outline for your essay? Couple answers here. First of all, it helps you see any holes that you might have in your essay before you really get too far to do anything about it. It helps the writing go more smoothly when you actually get down to the drafting part of it, which will come in the next couple days. There'll be a little less time staring at a blank screen trying to think of what to write next. And lastly, and this might be the most important one to me, is that it helps build some of those crucial skills that you'll use in high school, college, and the real world, and not just in language arts or English classes. You'll use these across the board. So I'm going to model one, and then you are going to do one with my essay or with my pre-writing, and then finally you'll have the rest of the time to work on your outline. All right, so I have the same flow chart that you guys worked on yesterday. So you can see I have my theme up at the top, I have my scenes in the next row, I have my writing about those scenes in the next row, and lastly, through that writing, I was able to come up with my supporting reasons. So those supporting reasons are going to be really key because they're going to become the main ideas of your body paragraphs. So let's get through it. There is an outline for you in Schoology. So once it's your turn to work, you'll take that out, you'll open that up through the link in Schoology, and it'll bring you to something that looks like this. We are going to skip the introduction for now and just focus on the body paragraphs because that's the meat and potatoes of your essay, and we really need to make sure that you're nailing that part. So before you can even get started, you need to make a copy. So File, make a copy. I know you've all done this before, and what I'd like you to name it is your first and last name. I'll put my first and last name, dash theme, outline, dash your hour. And make sure it goes into your LA8 folder just to stay organized. So basically, we're just going to make sure you have everything that you need to have. And a lot of what you're going to put here is going to come straight from your flow chart that you worked on yesterday. And like I said, if you're missing something, this is where you'll really start to see the holes. So let's start with the reason. And as I said, the reason is the main idea for your paragraph. And so to help you keep that straight, what I'd like you to do is just write reason one and what your actual reason is right here. So I'm going to type in the kids' jealousy makes them blind to who Margot is. So now if anything in this paragraph doesn't relate back up to that idea, I've got a problem. And you'll notice I just got that from right here. Okay, so your topic sentence includes your claim and your reason. So my claim is my theme, which you can see right over here. Bam! Jealousy can make people selfish. So that's how I'm going to start. The theme is jealousy. Oops, typing right is key. Jealousy can make people selfish. And then it includes your reason. So we're going to write the word because. And then I'm kind of lazy, so I like to do copying and pasting. So here's my reason. This is what that whole paragraph is about. Bam. Oops. And it's in the middle of a sentence, so change that. Okay? Oops, now I totally forgot to delete this from my practice, but you are then going to skip the introduce because this will be blank. And go right down to your evidence because, guys, that's seriously just coming from your chart. You can just copy and paste. So we're working with reason one, so I'm going to want scene one. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to highlight what I've got, Control C, go on back to where it says cite the evidence, and number one, because the first part you need is the actual evidence itself. Now guys, I like to write in another color just so my writing stands out from the writing that was originally there. You don't have to, but it might make your life a little bit easier. And then you need your citation. So it is by Ray Bradbury, so I will put Bradbury. And now my text doesn't have page numbers. For any of you who are working with your independent novels or a short story from our green book, those will have page numbers. So those you should include the number. Alright, then when you come down here to the explain part, this is where you're thinking about how your evidence shows A, your reason, so why you put it in this paragraph, B, your overall theme, and C, just kind of explain how that evidence is relevant. What does it exactly mean? Kind of summarize it in your own words. So I'm going to start with that part, with the C part. I probably should have said that first. So we're looking here, as we talked yesterday, about the word choice. So the kids look at Margot as if she's a criminal for being different from them. Oops, forgetting a word. Different from them. Okay, that's really all I need there. And then we talk about how it shows the reason. So they really can't see who she is because their jealousy clouds their judgment. And lastly, how does it show your overall theme, so your big claim for the essay? Well, their jealousy is really what's making them think only of themselves, so they can't really see anyone else. This shows how jealousy can make you selfish because they don't care about how their actions affect Margot. All they care about is how her actions affect them. After you do that, don't forget to go back to the evidence, or to the introduce the evidence. Check out your topic sentence, check out your evidence, and find something that makes sense. So remember, you can take a look at some of the sentence starters that are in the Google folder to help you out here. You know what? It looks like for example, looks like a simple way to start it. And then you write for example, comma. Alright, and guys, that's really all that there is to taking your planning or your pre-writing and turning it into an outline. So now head back to Schoology and complete the active engagement step, which is going to involve you organizing my scene 2 and my reason 2 into my body paragraph 2 outline. Alright, good luck, and then be sure to get work on your outline.